You know what's harder than being a psychic? Being an Uber driver who's a psychic. Because Spirit starts talking to me and telling me this stuff about these people, and sometimes they insist that I tell the people what they're saying. Like the other day, this lady gets in my car with her dog. The dog is old and not doing well, right? She tells me they're on their way to the vet because she thinks she's going to have to put the dog down. So I start hearing the noise, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go. So I say to her, is there somebody on the other side who is waiting for this dog perhaps? And she says, yes, my husband. My husband passed away a few months ago, and he had a really bad battle with cancer, but it was very quick, and he was so close to the dog. She goes, I miss him so much, but I know that my dog misses him too. And she's 14 years old, so, it's her time. And I say, okay, well, he's waiting to welcome the dog, and he's excited about it. And I'm like, oh no, please don't make me tell her that. And Spirit's like, tell her, it's going to comfort her. So I say, he's waiting to feed the dog something sweet. And I smell vanilla. So is it like, and something that's baked? Is it like cookies or pie or bread or something vanilla? And she goes, oh my God, he used to feed the dog table food all the time, and I hated it. But one of the things he loves to feed her is vanilla wafers. And I say, oh my God, well, he's on the other side. He's waiting to welcome her, and he's excited about feeding her vanilla wafers. So that ended up being very comforting to the lady. But I'm like, oh my God. So then a few days ago, this lady gets in my car, and she's like telling me all of these decisions that she's made lately that have been very, very bad and have not worked out for her. So, because that's the other thing when you're a psychic and an empath, people tell you all their business all the time. So I start smelling this man, like a manly, like sweaty scent, but like mixed with cologne and stuff. And so I say, is there a man on the other side that you think about when you make these decisions? And she's like, yeah, my daddy died recently. And I used to go to him when I made decisions, when I had something to figure out, but now I don't have him to guide me anymore, and I am messing up. So I say, well, he has been watching, and he sees these decisions. And yes, he's very disappointed in these decisions that you've made, but he wants you to know that he's still on your side, and that if you want to, you can still consult him about these decisions. And I said, for some reason, I'm seeing a feather. So maybe when you talk to him, you can picture a feather, or maybe when he's talking to you, you will see a feather. I'm not sure. And she goes, oh my God, he used to love to dress up. And every time he dressed up, he would put this feather in his hat. And I was like, oh my God, well, that's it. So she was so excited. She was excited. She got out of the car. She's like, thank you. And I'm like, because you just never know. When you tell people these things, are they going to think that you're a nutcase? Are they going to be happy? Are they not going to believe you? But it's always really rewarding, but it's a trip too. It makes me laugh every single time, because I wonder what I would think if I got in an Uber and the person was a psychic and started telling me all of my people's business from the other side.
No, because if my best friend showed up to my birthday party looking better than me, I wouldn't give a fuck. The fact that this is even a debate or topic right now is absolutely wild. How insecure and miserable do you have to be to get mad at your friend for showing up to your birthday party looking cute? What? Don't you want your friends to look cute with you on your birthday party so everybody looks good in the pictures and shit? Like, what? I had a somewhat similar situation one time. One of my ex-best friends, it was her 21st birthday party, right? And I was there with her early. I helped her set up and everything like that. She literally chose my outfit for me. I showed her like 4 different outfits, and she chose the one, okay? If I can find pictures, I will literally show you. It was so cute. My body was tea at the time. But yeah, she chose my outfit, and it happened to be the cutest one. So come time for the birthday party, I finally like changed into my outfit. We're both in the bathroom getting ready for the party, but you know, obviously before it fucking starts. And she has like, you know, the little things that you put over yourself that like says happy birthday or like birthday girl or whatever. She put hers on, and then I grabbed another one because she had like 6 extra ones, and I put it on myself just like as a little joke. Mind you, we're in the bathroom. I'm not gonna walk out with that on. She gets mad at me. She's like, oh my god, you always have to be the center of attention. La 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 la. Bitch, what? Mind you, this is my best friend. We're in the bathroom alone together, like getting ready. I put it on as a little joke and said, oh my gosh, we can be twins. You know what I mean? Like, it was a joke. I don't want to argue with the birthday girl, so I take it off and I just, you know, we go about our day, and that was that. Until later on, I found out that she had gone to one of our friends and started complaining about me and how like I tried to look better than her at her birthday party and told them about like the birthday girl situation thing. And it's just like, girl, like what? You chose my outfit. And I'll just never understand women like that, because why does me looking cute threaten you, especially if I'm your best friend? We both look cute as fuck together. If anything, like she's overall better looking than me, like in general. So like what the fuck is your problem? Like girls like that need to realize, like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the fuck I come dressed in. Like I'm a bad bitch, period. I'm always gonna like be the star, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I come in some fucking like a t-shirt and sweats, I'm still gonna be the fucking star. Just playing, but you get what I'm saying, right? I don't know, me personally, when I do stuff for my birthday, which I never really do, like I expect everybody to come like dressed like as cute as me, you know, if not cuter. Like everybody needs to look good, and it actually pisses me off because nobody ever comes like dressed up to my fucking birthday parties, even though like I always have a theme. It's like, hey, please, you know, dress cute, and they never fucking do. Like that pisses me off more than somebody come like overdressed. But hey, that's just me though, to each their own, I guess.
Story time about how a guy begged to take me out on a date and I end up paying for the whole thing. So this happened about 2-3 years ago. And this is like when I still had like Facebook at the time. There was this one guy who would like ask to like take me out all the time, and I would always dub him because like no tea, no shade, but I like my men chocolate, dark chocolate. I could do the brown skin too, but I just feel like 2 yellow tone people just, no. I'm already yellow enough for the both of us. Point of matter is, he was asking me for like bare long. I think for like 2 years he been trying to get a date with me. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Let me go see what this guy's about. Something told me, you know, them little posts that be like, oh, give the guys that be in your DMs a chance because that could be your husband. I don't even know why I did that, because he was not my type. He wasn't ugly until he smiled. Like, he smiled and his teeth was like 90% gums, 10% teeth. That whole shit just pissed me off. So fast forward, he comes, he picks me up. It's pretty early in the day because there was 2 things that I wanted to do that day. I wanted to go to Coney Island. I know y'all be like, if y'all from New York, they're gonna be like, why would you want to go to Coney Island for the first date? 1, I like amusement parks. And 2, Coney Island after hours, after a certain time, you have to be 21 plus to be there. And then going on rides drunk as hell, oh, it's a time. So I wanted to go there, and I also wanted to go to dinner. So this man picks me up. He's driving a 2020 BMW, all white, red interior. I'm talking about, he looked like he just got the car off the lot. And I remember on Facebook, like, he was flexing that he got himself a new car, which is okay, that's cute. I'm not someone that like money impresses me, but let's just continue the story. So he picks me up, I get in a car. I live in Manhattan, he lives in Brooklyn. So that drive to Manhattan was already something. So he had to drive all the way back to Brooklyn because Coney Island is in Brooklyn, which was like an hour and 30-minute drive. We get to Coney Island now, and in my head, we're gonna, you know, pay for parking because it's Coney Island. Like, you go to amusement park, there's no way you find parking. Everybody tries to take the free parking, and then by Coney Island there's like people that live around there, so there's no way you're gonna find parking. Just pay for the parking, call it a day. This man starts circling the neighborhood because he wants to look for parking. He was like, nah, I'm not gonna pay for parking. I'm not paying $20 just to park my hair for a couple hours. Bro, it's $20. So that was my first red flag. Like, you don't want to pay $20 to ease your mind, but you would rather drive around here for 30 minutes straight looking for parking. So then as we're driving around, like, I'm getting irritated because I'm like, bro, like, I'm not trying to sit around here looking for parking the whole time. Like, it's getting dark. It's going to start getting cold soon. So then he started asking me, like, how much do you usually pay for, like, the rides and stuff like that? Like, what's the ride prices? So I told him, like, if you spend, like, $100 per person, you can probably go on every single ride that's there. Granted, we're not going to go on every single ride, but if you spent $100 on the both of us, then we could get like 3, 4, even 5 rides in and still be able to play some games. Which to me, like, $100 is not nothing. Like, don't ask to take me out on a date if you don't even got fucking $100. So mind you, by this time, we're 45 minutes circling around to look for parking. Then we see another sign saying, like, you can park here for 4 hours for $10. Homeboy said, nah, I'm not paying that. $10? Like, at this point, I'll pay it. He like, nah, you don't have to pay either. We gonna find something. We circled around for an hour. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck Coney Island. Let's just go get dinner. Like, I'm not even feeling no more. He like, oh, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Like, what place did you pick? Da, da, da. So I just picked a random spot online. When I tell you, this is the first time some shit like this happened to me that I know exactly what the fuck we ordered. We get to the spot. We sit down. It's a cute little restaurant spot. We're talking. Like, I'm trying to get to know him more. This is what we ordered. We ordered 3 drinks. I had 1. He had 2. 3 appetizers. I had 1, he had 2, and 1 entree. I had the entree. So that means I had an entree, a drink, and an appetizer. He had 2 appetizers and 2 drinks. Let's keep it in mind. The appetizers are cheaper than the entrees. The bill in total came up to $100. $105.86. I remember it to a T. And that's including the gratuity. You know how good that is for you to get all that food for only $100, including gratuity? Especially in Brooklyn or like just in New York in general. So now the bill comes. This man pulls out the calculator on his phone to calculate what I got and what he got so we can split the bill. When I tell you I was so fucking embarrassed, bro. Like, I've never had to pay for my own dinner when I go out on dates or pay for anything. And honestly, if we're going out drinking or whatever, I'd be quick to pull out my card too, like, oh, next round is on me. But if you're begging to take me out, this is my first impression of you. You're gonna make me pay for the date. You're gonna make me pay for my portion of the food, which I honestly didn't even OD. I got what a regular person would get if they were at dinner. There was 2 guys that was sitting right across from us. And when I tell you, like, they were staring at me. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Because we were in like an outside dining type of area. So now the waiter is there standing above us and he still has the calculator on his phone. And I keep my card sometimes in my phone case. So I just pull out my debit card. I'm like, here, like, just put everything on my card. So he's like, oh, like, you're going to do that for me? Like, I never had somebody do that for me. Like, that's so sweet. Boy, shut the fuck up. Shut up. At this point, I'm ready livid. I'm ready texting the group chat like, bro, like, why the fuck I just paid for this fucking date, bro? And they're all cutting my ass. So now we're walking back to the car. He doesn't even open the car door for me. I gotta open it for myself. Then he's like, oh, can I ask you something? And I'm like, like, what's up? He's like, when you go on dates and stuff like that, like, do you ever put in for gas money? Are you fucking stupid? You just asked me to put in for gas money after I just paid for the fucking dinner? Like, the fuck? I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck? I never in my life had to put in for fucking gas money. Not even when my friends were taking me somewhere. Like, I never, like, I offered, but why the, are you asking me for fucking gas money? He was like, oh, because Manhattan is fake deep and I gotta drive an hour there and drive an hour back. Da-da-da. But what the fuck? You the one that wanted to take me. You knew what the fuck you was getting into before you fucking picked me up. All right. So then we drive all the way to my house. It's kind of silent now because now I'm just hot. I'm literally just texting my phone. Like, you can literally hear this. Because, like, my nails are just typing on the phone. And he's like, oh, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But in my head, I already know, like, I'm never going to talk to this boy again. So now we get to my house and this boy starts circling the block. I'm like, like, what you trying to do? Get a little bit more time with me? I'm like, what you doing? He was like, oh, I thought, you know, I could park and I could come upstairs and we can talk a little. No, you want to come into my house, the house that I pay rent in, and talk to me? No, after I paid for the date, and after you asked me for gas money. One thing men have is just, they just have the nerve. But like, yeah, I never spoke to him again ever at all. I got so much date horror stories. I think I'm just gonna post, like, since TikTok is freaking getting banned and shit, I'm just gonna post like every single day, like, another one.
Y'all, if this is making me feel better, then this is making me feel better. If I could go to him and talk to him about it and get some communication, clear communication, get some maturity out of it, then I would do that. But since I can't go to him, then I'm coming to y'all. So this is why I packed up my whole house while he was giving me the silent treatment. I packed up my whole house and I moved out and I left his shit there. So for context, anytime I tell him like, yo, this is bothering me or that is bothering me, he will be like, oh, we will argue about it. And then he'll say, okay, I won't do that no more. I won't do that no more. And then turn the fuck around and do it again. So I used to curse him out really bad, like a year ago. I used to curse him out, like, when we would argue, because my emotions, like, if you got me effed up, like, bro, I would get so mad and I would just curse you out. But he would always say, like, oh, I don't like when you curse me out. I don't like when you call me or So I stopped cursing him out completely, y'all. And it's like, as soon as I got nice, he got mean. So me, y'all know how I am on my page. Like, I'm not aggressive. Like, I'm not just an aggressive bitch. But if I have a problem with something, I'm going to let you know as respectful as I can. But I'm very blunt and upfront and honest. And I think that is intimidating to broke people, because every time I would tell him, like, yo, I feel like I'm tired of buying and then having to share it with you, and it's gone in 2 days. Like, I'm tired of paying for all the bills. I'm tired of doing everything by myself and you just leeching off of me or whatever. And he would get mad every time I would say that. And it's like, bro, I can't say how I feel. Like, I can't say how I feel. So that's when TikTok come into play. That page was my page. But my lips is so dry. Hold on. So that's when TikTok came into play, because I'm tired of him not helping out. Ask him when the last time he had a job. The last time he had a job was when we first met, bro. Come on now. And then, like 2 months ago, he started working a full commission job. He was working 72 hours, and his check was $300 and some dollars. I kept telling this man, bro, you need a real 9 to 5. You need a real 9 to 5. And they had to fire him because he wasn't making no money. They fired him after I asked him to leave this full commission, door-to-door AT&T job. If you've been begging a man to work for 2 fucking years, y'all, you're gonna curse his ass out too. I'm not finna keep on taking care of you, buying you every single time you need to eat. I gotta buy. When he on live, what y'all see? He in a parking garage looking for somewhere to sleep, because how you using somebody and disrespecting them at the same time? What? So you see how I'm like going up now? Like, that's what he would call me yelling at him and disrespecting him, and that's what make him curse me the fuck out. And he called me a dummy the other day. All type of stuff. Like, what? He don't like respectful, clear communication. Anything that he's ever felt, he's never told me like, yo, I feel like XYZ. Like, no. When I tell him something, he immediately escalated. I literally got proof.
Why are you coming in my room talking about other niggas right now?
So that was his response to me saying, bro, all I do is ask you to work. I don't even accept money from other niggas that try to give me money. I just want you to get on your feet. You see how being honest, it leads there? But we talk about boys and girls any other time. And when it's not talking about money, we was just talking about a girl that he was effing with and making music with and whatever. But he ain't saying nothing about that. As soon as I say, dang, like, I don't even be taking money from niggas. I was telling him I don't disrespect you behind your back. So why can't you just get on your feet for me? This is what this is all about, mind you. Okay, so this specific time, why everything went up. So basically, he had my phone. So why he telling people like, oh, I hacked his Uber. No, he had my phone because his phone was broke. He had my phone. Yes, he had my literal phone driving all night doing Uber. When he came home, he went in the living room and fell asleep in the living room. And he know that bothers me when he go in the living room and fall asleep in the living room. So I woke him up in the morning. I'm like, damn, why you sleeping in the living room? Why you sleeping here with me? And so I literally cried because, like, when I wake up in the morning, my emotions are like there. So I didn't say nothing to him though. I'm just like, damn, like my feelings was hurt. So I just was like crying a little bit. And so then he kept asking me what was wrong. And I'm like, bro, I don't know how to tell you because I know you're going to escalate things because that's what the fuck he does. So I'm literally crying, not because he hurt my feelings, but because I know if I say something, then this is going to escalate. You know what I'm saying? And stuff always escalates. So it's like, by this time, I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. Like, so I'm literally just crying like, bro, I don't even know how to tell you. I don't even know how to tell you. Like, it's okay. I don't even know how to tell you. So then I laid on the bed, right? And he laid his whole body on top of me, y'all. And as I'm crying, I'm like, bro, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because he going to do too much. But he laid his whole body on me. And I'm like, bro, I can't move. Still crying, like, I can't move. So he get up and storm in the other room. He get up and storm up in the other room. And I said, like, why you do that? He's like, bro, you said I can't move. Who the fuck even said who? I don't even speak like that. I can't move. Like, really? Wow. In what situation would I have said that? So you hurt my feelings. And then it's like he's doing everything to make the situation about him, y'all. So I'm like, damn, like, he's in his feminine fucking energy. Like, I'm paying for everything. I'm talking. And then the next morning when I woke up, he let the electricity get turned off. When he's the only one who knew the account information. And then we had prepaid lights, bro. All he had to do was put $5 on the shit. He let the electricity get turned off on his wife. Knowing I didn't know the fucking information. Knowing he get the text messages that tell him, like, when the limit is coming up and yada, yada, yada. So I'm paying light, bills, Wi-Fi, rent, food, this, that, and the third. And all I actually do is lay your ass down next to me and you can't do that. So then, like, we argue about it. We always got to argue about shit before he say, okay, I won't do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is so weird. So then I don't care that I'm coming to social media. Like, somebody need to hear this, because ain't no way I'm telling you how I feel and then you're shitting on me because you did something to me. What? Like, what? So we argue about it or whatever. So then he come back in the house, because every time we have a conflict, he storm out the house. He come back in the house. First of all, he climbed over the balcony. He always storming out the house doing ghetto stuff. Like, you don't have to go outside lashing out being ghetto in these nice apartments, bro. Come on now. So then he come back in the house. We have a whole conversation about it. He apologized. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I was doing too much. Yada, yada, yada. He gave me a hug. He gave me a kiss. Why the fuck did he fall asleep on the couch again? Bro, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to just take the game and put it in here. I'm going to just play the game, whatever. So I go in the room. You know, I let him sleep, bro. I'm playing the game, whatever. And so then I get thirsty. I go get some water. So when I go get some water, I'm not bothering him, bro, because clearly you on some shit right now. I'm like, I don't know. So I turn around and he sleep on the couch or whatever. And then he like pop his head up and I'm like, why are you on the couch? And so then he got on the floor. And I know at that moment he wanted me to say, can you please come get in the bed with me? But I had already begged you too much. You know what I'm saying? I already asked you that too much. So why do you want me to keep asking? You know what it is that I want from you. You just had my phone all night doing Uber, and you come in here and fall asleep on the fucking couch. Are you cheating? Like, you get what I'm like, bro? I know y'all are like, my shit, you're fucking stupid for even doing half the shit that you fucking did. But it's like, bro, me cursing you out is reactive abuse. I don't care. I don't care if the people know that I cursed you out once you left the house and gave me a silent treatment. I don't care if they know I cursed you out while you was there. Because I did curse you out, because I called him. I said, bro, we can talk respectfully. He stormed out the house again. I called him and said, bro, we can talk respectfully. He just went smooth to cursing me out. I'm like, bro, can you stop? Can you stop? Mid him cursing me out. Can you stop? I'm like, bro, I give up. And he's like, what? You give up? Fucking right. You need help, bro. And then he's like, oh, I can't wait till I tell y'all my story. What's your story, bro? You left the house at 17. You went to Hawaii and you was homeless in Hawaii for 3 years, literally. You was literally homeless in Hawaii. Then you went to Ocean City with your friends and y'all did some blood ritual and you swear you got demons on you, and your friend Mad Mike went crazy from it and he's in psychosis and will never be the same. What's your story? Then you went to LA and got scammed. And then you went to Texas and slept on your friend's couch for 3 years. And then you met me. And then you went to Vegas and got ran over. Like, what's your story? What's your story? Your story is you've never been on your own 2 feet carrying the weight of your own self. Like, and yeah, I got tired of it. I literally told him, bro, I'm tired of taking care of you. I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of taking care of a grown-ass man. Then when I called his dad, y'all. So his dad got 2 failed marriages, bro. His dad got 2 failed marriages. Why would you call your dad for any fucking relationship advice at all? So I called his dad to see like where he was at, because he disappeared at night and wasn't responding and literally did not. Who fucking house is you finna disrespect like that? I don't care. And his dad's like, well, I wouldn't want to be there either. Well, and that's why y'all are single. They got the same birthday, by the way. They act just the same. And that's why y'all are single and lonely. And the only thing you fuck with is your fucking puppy. Like, what? Like, you have a puppy for the love of your life. You should not be giving no fucking relationship advice, Mr. Dad. Like, and that's why your son relationship will not. Like, what? How you taking relationship advice from a nigga who ain't got one? Y'all, it's my fault for being a pick me shit. It is my motherfucking fault for being a pick me shit. I was being a pick me whatever the fuck. Okay? And the other day, like, mid-argument, I literally had the realization, like, whoa, I'm literally the fat bitch that's taking care of a nigga. And I told him that, like, bro, I'm no longer finna be. Because, y'all, whenever I met him, I went through his phone and he called me fat. He said, I got a fat one. Y'all, I know the flags were there, bro. The flags were there. And like, yeah, this is why I just had to realize, like, bro, maybe I was desperate. Because like in my day-to-day life, I'd be like, damn, like, I don't want to be lonely and the rest of this. Like, but it's like, girl, just be patient. The right man is going to come. Because me taking care of a nigga and the rest of that, I'm just like, bro, I'm over it. And it's, yeah, it's embarrassing. I didn't want to tell nobody. I didn't want to like end the relationship because I knew people would ask me like, why, you know, and then I would have to say, because I'm a dumbass bitch that was taking care of a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so whenever he changed all the TikTok information, I feel like that was him trying to get power somewhere, because he had power nowhere else. And it's like, he always telling me like, yo, you controlling. It's like, I'm not controlling. I think it's you who want control over me, but it's like, you don't feel that in no aspect. Like, and I don't think he understand happy wife, happy life, because again, He listening to his whack ass daddy. Like, what? So don't be a pick fucking me shit like me. Don't be a pick me shit like me, okay? Just don't be a pick me shit, because that's all that was. Like, all that stuff that Shira preach, all that shit that Shira preach. Shira literally tells us, if you be nice to a man, he will hate you. If you take care of a man, he will hate you. And this is my situation. If you're too nice to them, you're too genuine, they're gonna like feel like this. They're gonna be feeling themselves like this. He feeling the fuck out of himself in that parking garage with nowhere to go. You can't even go get you $100 room. This is what I've been putting up with, y'all. My birthday is coming up. My birthday is coming up, y'all. For his birthday, I took him to Miami. For my birthday, we broke up. Yeah. For my birthday last year, I took myself to Atlanta, Magic City, turned up. Then I went driving everywhere else. He didn't put in on shit. But I'm like, you know what? I could just maybe help him. Girl, you can't help no motherfucking nigga, okay? If you try to help a nigga, they gonna hate you. Because what? Bitch, you think you better than me? Yeah. Don't ever try to help no nigga. If a nigga, y'all don't even gotta hear this from me. Y'all know not to fuck with no nigga like that. Because it's past whatever the situation is. It's the fact that he can't do his part. And he feels so shitty and terrible or whatever about it. He's taking it out on me instead of himself. Like, and I'm done with the situation. I said, I'm gonna speak my motherfucking truth. Ain't nobody finna hold my motherfucking lips together, no, because y'all done that. Well, he's done that long enough. When his daddy called me, he's like, don't he have your back? Don't he do this? Don't he do that? No, sir. I'm afraid he fucking lied to you. Like, he don't do none of that. He don't do shit but stress me out. That's not, and I told him, like, bro, at this point, you're becoming a burden. Ain't no way nobody can say shit to you without you lashing out and throwing a temper tantrum like a fucking kid. Like, I can't be honest with how I feel. I feel like you're embarrassing me. I can't be honest. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with how I feel. And that's why I haven't been posting and stuff like that. But it's just like, yo, I was telling this man, drop your music on YouTube. Drop your music on YouTube. He go ask ChatGPT, what should I do? Just for ChatGPT to tell him the same thing. Whenever I would tell him something, he would need a man's approval. Now, he was raised by his single daddy, so that may be why. But it's like every time I tell him something, it's like what I say is never good enough. Like, he's misogynistic or something. Like, I will always tell him that, because it's like, bro, I would tell him something and he would question me so hard. And then he would go ask a man and they would tell him the same damn thing. Like, what? And then that night that he disappeared, I called his dad and I asked him, like, bro, the rent $16.25, I got $14.25. Can he go get the other $200 on Uber? Yes or no? He did not want to go get the other $200 on Uber. He went to go make $100 on Uber and with my phone, and then he bought a replacement phone and made shit on Uber. And now he wanna, oh, she's messing with my Uber page. She's messing with my Uber page. You didn't use that bitch a whole weekend that I asked you to go make $200. Use that DreamCon and a fucking Naruto or whoever suit that I bought. Like, bro, and this is why I'm just like, bro, let me just get the fuck on, because it's just like, girl, you the dummy. Like, I'm the dummy. I can't even blame nobody but myself. Like, I'm literally the dummy. Like, because it's like, you trying to drag your nuts on the only person who gave a fuck to make sure you were straight. I look cute like this. But yeah, and I never said he smashed a window. I was literally on a date. Like, I feel like that was my karma, because I was on a whole fucking date. I was on a whole fucking date. And I was chilling in that nigga car getting my back massaged by his car massager. And then I was at where I was at, everybody's car got broken into.
Am I in the wrong for leaving a first date early because of how he put mustard on his burger? Okay, so this is gonna sound fake, but I promise it's real. I, 26 female, went on a first date with a guy, Zach, 28 male, after talking for about a week on Bumble. He was cute, charming, into filming dogs, and seemed normal. We decided to grab burgers at this cool local spot with outdoor seating. He got there first and grabbed us a picnic table, and when I sat down, he had already ordered his food. Just a single cheeseburger and a water. I got mine a few minutes later. Now, this place doesn't pre-dress their burgers. They give you ketchup, mustard, pickles, etc. on the side. Here's where the horror begins. I asked if he wanted ketchup and he said, nope, just mustard, always mustard. Then I watched him, in broad daylight, open a mustard packet, squeeze it directly on his palm, and then rub his hand across the top of the bun like he was smearing sunscreen on a toddler. Then he licked his hand clean. I thought maybe I was hallucinating from hunger, but then, I swear on my cat's life, he said, I like to get the perfect layer. Spoons are too impersonal. This is skin to bun contact. What does that even mean? I laughed at first because I thought it was a bit, like maybe he was trying to break the ice with some bizarre first date humor. Nope, he did it again with a second packet. I didn't even know what to say, so I kind of just stared at him in horror as he took a big, smug bite of his palm-smeared burger. At that point, I knew I couldn't do it, so I told him that I wasn't feeling great and needed to leave. He looked genuinely confused and said, "Oh no, are you mustard phobic or something?" I paid for my food, said goodbye, and left. Now here's the kicker. He DM'd me 2 days later and said, "You passed the test. Most people are too judgmental. You're not ready for a guy like me." Sir, I'm not ready for a biohazard. That's what I'm not ready for. So now I'm wondering, was I the jerk for leaving early? Should I have tried to overlook the hand condiment ritual?